Hi guys, this is how to machine translate one of our pages or posts, and I'll just show you how the Wpml Advanced Translation Editor works. This is an example. You can see anything that has the pluses means that it has not been created yet. We'll want to focus on those first. For example, we'll go to Korean for the EB5 update and the TEA changes. For example, we can just do this. Just go to the plus, it'll take you to the advanced editor. Then it's going to show you all the text on the left and then the Korean on the right. And then after that, we are able to just actually go to the automatic machine translation settings, mark sentences as complete after the automatic translation, because it'll just take all of these after it's done, make it complete. 100% will show up here. Then you type finish. If there's anything that was questionable, it'll line it up here on the side and you can just accept it. I can't read any of the Korean stuff, so we're really taking a guess. If you see things like EB5 where it really should be capitalized, you're able to go ahead and make those adjustments manually. But besides that, unless you speak the language, it probably won't be very easy. And you can click finish. After you click finish and submit, it'll automatically update, and what you'll see is the Korean language page now is considered installed and completed. And it's easy to just do the next pages as well. Just go to the plus. It'll show up in the editor. Make sure, this setting should stay the same, but you can click translate again. Everything shows up here. It lists 2 spelling errors. Not sure why, but you're able to make these adjustments if you like, where you could actually go to Google and use their machine translation and try and find out which of these errors does need to be fixed. But it's something that you can do on your own time. Other than that, we're really able to click finish, complete. It'll upload, then just go on to the next language. This one's Spanish. Then you can go ahead and translate, finish, complete. It'll submit. Russian. Translate. Complete. And then, we can do the Chinese ones just as easily. Might have to adjust them later because we actually have those language capabilities just to make sure that's 100% correct. So when there is an existing page that was already in and it's not fresh and brand new, it'll show the old translator, and we're still working on how to get this to go into the advanced translator in order to get like the simplified machine translation. So if this happens, just move on to a different page and keep going. We're working on that on the development side. Then also, there's the issue of translations and adding things to the menus. So for example, if we have pages that we want to translate, but it needs to be added to the menu for that particular language. For example, let's pick one of these items that ends up in the menu, EB5 process. We can go ahead and add the Vietnamese. The advanced translation editor didn't show up, so just go back. Then pull up EB5 process in English. what you'll see here, this is the English page, the original. Just go ahead and you'll see on the right-hand side here, it says WPML Translation Editor. Click on, and then it'll say just for this page. Then pick a language that has not been created yet with a plus. The pencils mean that it already exists. Pick one of the new ones. And for example, we'll take Vietnamese. Now we're at the Advanced Translation Editor again, where it's simple. Translate automatically. Finish. You'll notice like there's nothing really in the content of this page. That's because the page itself really only has a title, and then in the page has a bunch of custom blocks or other containers. So it doesn't include any translated text in the EB5 process itself. That's okay, but we still need the page in order to add it to the menu. And then it needs to be inserted later, but we still need the page as a placeholder. So we'll go ahead and create it for Spanish, Russian, Korean as well. Translate, finish, complete. Okay, and then we probably actually can take a look at the translating in the menus. So, if we go to our website, and if we, on the home page, we go to one of our other languages that we've seen. For the Vietnamese, you'll actually see, at this point, it actually has no Vietnamese menu. Actually, here it is. Those are pretty significant titles. We'll have to take a look at these, but here's how to fix it. You'll see projects, events, FAQ, all this stuff definitely needs an update. So we'll go to the back end, go to Appearance, Menus. And we have the ability to synchronize menus between languages. That's here, on Appearance in the menus, and then you're here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Synchronize. So here on the left side, you're going to see the base menu, which is the English version. And it just lists all of our menu headers and everything that's in our menu, and then these sub-pages that actually go into it. We want to sync and actually make sure that those match across the board. When we get to the Vietnamese one, this actually shows you the pages that are involved, and the color coding shows you pages that don't exist and ones that do, and then ones that are in conflict. And I believe there's a legend at the bottom. Yeah, so item that will change, untranslated. You can see the status of each of these, and it's possible to sync. After all these pages are created, it's actually easy to just press the sync button and it will fill out the menus the same as the English one. So we can see if that actually fixes this issue here and see how that goes. It did not. Probably part of the problem is we actually don't have the header pages created for this language. So for example, if we go back to the English page, what you'll see is events actually is not a page to be translated. It's a custom link, and so is FAQ, and some of these other ones aren't actual pages that exist. So we get back to the menu. And let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the Vietnamese menu. It says language is English, which is not true. Vietnamese menu, Vietnamese. And this is the point where we'd have to start translating these back to find out what they mean. So we'll stop this video here for right now, and that's how to translate.